I'm ready for the next patient at Kunicorn Pet Rescue. Just pop them up on the table here. Don't you worry, my little buddy. We're gonna get you all cleaned up and ready to find your new family. We offer an extensive range of grooming services, which I can see you're gonna need. There's nothing that we can't do. Hi, Cheeto. Are you gonna be a good boy while we get you all cleaned up? As you can see, Cheeto is a very good boy. We just have a couple of things here that we need to do to get him ready. Obviously, first we're gonna need to do something about all the debris in his fur. Wish I had a hand vacuum. That'll work. I know you're probably wondering how Cheeto actually managed to get so dirty. So before he came to our clinic here, he was living inside of a compost bin. That's where our volunteer found him. We actually don't know what happened to his family, how he ended up living there. But look, when you get him all cleaned up, he looks so fluffy and cute. The daisy's a little bit cute. There you go, bud. You're all clean. I think this is going to make a huge difference. If you think that Cheeto is going to get adopted today, give this video a thumbs up. So we've got a few more things that we need to do here before Cheeto's ready for adoption. Obviously, he's got a little bit of doggy breath going on, so we're going to bring out the old electric toothbrush, get rid of some of this gunk that's hanging out between his teeth. Dental care can be very expensive, but I actually offer these services for free because I want to make sure that Cheeto has the best chance of finding his family. Can we all just appreciate what a good boy Cheeto is being during this cleaning? You're sitting so nicely. I declare this to be extremely good boy behavior. Guess this means there's only one thing left to do before adoption, and that's choose some glasses for the dog. Now, what's gonna bring out his eyes? His personality. Something that shows who he is on the inside. Oh, but he does love to party. Let's see if these look good. That's a rave puppy. I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Oh, where'd these come from? Guess I'll just put them on. Okay, you're done! Good luck, Cheeto! I just know whatever family adopts you is gonna love you so much. Oh, wow, I think I did such a good job with this patient. I'm getting some donations to help me with my pet rescue. Well, thank goodness that finally means we can do some repairs around this place. We're just trying to do the best that we can with the equipment we have, but things are looking a little bit run down. This is why we appreciate every single donation. If we have some good, up-to-date equipment, that means that we can help even more animals and help them get adopted. Ah, here comes our next patient. Hello, you can just pop them down on the table here. This is Pickles. That's a good Pickles. We're gonna get you all fixed up, don't you worry. So Pickles is a stray cat who was living in outer space. I think she might be a hybrid. She's like part Earth cat and part alien cat. So when one of our volunteers found her, she had actually come to Earth on a meteor and suffered a few injuries, which is why she's had the cone on for the last little while. Isn't that right, little bud? She is feeling a lot better now, as you can see, which is why she's almost ready to get adopted. We just have to do a couple of things to get her ready. Obviously, if there's anybody watching this video who's interested in adopting one of these animals, please let me know in the comment section. Cheeto and Pickles are both still available for adoption. We've been taking excellent care of Pickles, making sure that she's got all of the food she needs. And she's a very good eater. She's not picky at all, which I think her future family will probably love. So some people are kind of weirded out by alien cats, so we're just gonna give Pickles a little makeover here. You know what people are like. They're like, oh, a green cat? That's so weird. What they really want is a blue cat. They see a blue cat and they're like, oh my gosh, unique. Reminds me of the ocean. I know it seems a bit strange, but we ran the numbers and we were like, yep, turns out that people are just looking for blue cats. That's what's gonna give Pickles the best chance of adoption. They might be a little bit confused about her name though. That's okay, it's cute. Maybe it's even ironic. Gonna give away our whole game though if she's got a green tummy. We'll just try to get it as good as we can. Oh, bud. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get that in your eye. You are looking so cute. A cute little blueberry. Okay, so next step in getting Pickles ready for adoption is to choose a collar. We don't want her to look like she's just fallen off of a meteor. We want her to look like she's very, very stylish. We need something stylish, colorful. I think maybe this orange and pink number could look perfect. Pickles is being extremely good, and the only thing we have left to do is to take a photo for the adoption website. The little teeth, I'm dead. You look cute as a button. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be snapped up like right away. Guess I'll just upload this photo and then we can write the bio later, or if anybody wants to write the bio for Pickles for me, you can just leave it in the comment section. Just something about her personality, a little bit about her backstory. And into the world you go, Pickles. Good luck! I know you'll be adopted really soon. Okay, time for our next patient. Let's see who we've got next up on the table. Oh, a surprise! I see some little eyes, but I don't know who's inside of this box. Hello! Let's open up this cardboard box and see who's inside. I see we've got breathing holes on the side, and oh my gosh, look at those little ears. Hello! You're so cute. And are you friendly? Yes, you're very friendly. What a good little baby. So this little guy's name is the Sizzler. I don't actually know what kind of animal they are. All I know is that they're covered in lollipops and they must be removed from the booty. I'm pretty sure that the Sizzler is a guinea pig. He could also be a hamster or maybe a gerbil. I don't know. Are those different things? If you have more knowledge in this area and you can let me know in the comment section, that would be amazing. It's a little embarrassing that I run this whole pet rescue clinic and I don't actually know what kind of animal this is, but it's fine. My specialty is more picking out collars. So for the Sizzler, we're gonna go with something a bit cute, a bit pretty. I want a return to nature. Oh my gosh, you look so cute. Okay, all we need now is glasses, obviously. Just need glasses, quick picture for the website, and you will be adopted faster than you can say the Sizzler. Are you ready for your close-up, the Sizzler? Oh no, that's a terrible photo. Pop that in the bin. Oh no, don't upload that one. People will think we're adopting out a coat rack. Dang, was there no film left in the camera? Oh, there we go. That's a much better photo. Perfect. Okay, Slay, print it. Goodbye, the Sizzler. Good luck in your new home. You're all done. You be a good little Sizzler. Hope your new family knows what kind of animal you are. Wow, like a circus hamster. Okay, bye. Ooh, got some more donations coming in. 6 whole stars that we can spend on the clinic. Now, I've been doing some upgrades as I've been going along here, but there are still a number of things that are looking pretty shabby. Like I said before, we just make do with what we have, although new fridge would be pretty nice. Wow, that is brilliant. See, this is why people feel comfortable donating their stars to us. They know that every single star that they donate is just getting invested back into the clinic. Next patient, please. I wonder who it's gonna be. Ooh, okay, hello. Just pop them up here. Let's see who we got inside of the carrier. Oh no, it looks like Fleece Witherspoon has another infestation. We're gonna have to take care of that before she's ready for adoption. Can't be sending home a dog with a new family if they have ticks or fleas or whatever that is there. I'm so sorry, Fleece Witherspoon. You just need to stay still for a moment while I try to get these bugs. That's a good girl. I bet that feels a lot better. You could just tell that Fleece Witherspoon was so itchy with all those bugs. Awful. Okay, now that we've done the bug treatments, we can move on to dental hygiene, which is a bit of a job. What on earth is stuck between all of her teeth? I'm pretty sure I saw a green olive. Okay, amazing. So now what do we have left? Yes, we need to feed Fleece Witherspoon. Do dogs like bananas? Let's find out. Oh my gosh, she loved it. You want another banana? Good girl. Now look, this last step might seem a bit odd, but we want to make sure that Fleece Witherspoon has the absolute best chance of getting adopted. And it's funny, there's actually been a real trend for metallic dogs lately. People are like, love silver. It goes with everything. Now, I'm sure this goes without saying, but do not try to do this at home. We have a specially formulated pet-safe silver spray can that we use for these kinds of jobs. If you tried to do this with a regular can of spray paint, it would just not be nice for your dog. They would be very sad. Almost done, and I've just got word that we've already got an adoptive family lined up for Fleece Witherspoon. We don't even have to take a picture. She doesn't even need to go on the website. She's good to go. She's so popular. My bionic baby, metallic mama. Just a few finishing touches and you are ready to go. Who's gonna get adopted? Who's gonna get adopted? Okay, don't forget about us if you become a rich and famous Hollywood director. Your new family is waiting right outside. It's time to meet them. Wow, she's so excited. Good girl. Okay, so next up here is a transfer we got from our sister clinic, the Wildlife Rescue. So this little guy is Bilberry, the baby raccoon. So it's actually a bit of a sad story. Bilberry was found by the Wildlife Rescue team after their mom was tragically hit by a car. So we don't actually know what happened to the rest of Bilberry's family. All we know is that he was not old enough to look after himself yet, and that's why he needs a little bit of TLC before he gets released back into the wild. Okay, first things first, I want to get rid of all of those flies that are bothering my little pal here. I can't seem to get them to go away. They just keep buzzing around. What kind of tools do we have available? Maybe the hairdryer? Can I blow them away? I'm not really sure if this is working, and I don't think that Bilberry likes having a hairdryer in the face, so we're going to try something else. Sunglasses, unlikely to help. Okay, here we go. So we got this fly swatter, but I kind of want to try the pest spray, see if we can prevent any future infestations, get rid of all these flies. Got a couple of stubborn ones that just won't go away, so I'll see if I can smack those. I feel like I'm being outsmarted by this one fly. Why won't you leave my friend alone? Got it. Ooh, look at these. Looks like we've got a whole bunch of different types of pest treatment. Those could come in handy. Do we think that Bilberry needs some of this fly ointment? Actually, it looks like the fly infestation has been taken care of, so we need to move on to cleaning up his little ears. What can we use to clean some tiny ears? Ooh, Q-tips. Perfect. Bit freaked out that it looks like literal strains of bacteria. Ooh, pop that. Oh no, it's on the ground. Oh, it's disappeared. Gorgeous. Something for me to find later, probably. Stuck to the bottom of my shoe. It's okay. We needed a clean one anyway to do the other ear because they're actually so disgusting and for some reason they just won't go in the bin. This is awesome. Bilberry is already looking so much healthier and so much happier. Just need to remove these last couple pieces of debris. I think there's one more on this side. Oh, poor little bud. They're like little spike balls. And then obviously we must take a little picky because you look so, so cute. And all of the people at the wildlife rescue are gonna miss looking after little Bilberry when he gets released back into the forest. So a little picky to remember him by. We're gonna put that up on the website so people can see all of the good work that we're doing. Okay, you feeling big and strong? Now that you're all fixed up, we're gonna take you back to where you were found and hopefully you'll find your family. Our next mystery patient coming in a cardboard box. I wonder who this is gonna be. I see some little whiskers. Don't be scared, little bud. We're gonna get you all cleaned up and ready for adoption. Whoa, okay, we're a little bit worse for wear, but nothing we can't handle. Everybody, I'd like you to meet Catrick Star. It's really important to me that she feels comfortable during our treatment, so I'm gonna feed her first. We don't want her to be hungry and upset. And giving her some nice fish is gonna really help me build trust. And now that she's feeling more comfortable, we can get to work with the vacuum because she is absolutely covered in confetti. I'm like, how did this even happen? I think it's probably because Catrick Star is a stray cat and she was living in a dumpster behind a party supply store. I think she made her little bed out of all the old confetti. Well, that was your old life, Catrick Star. Once you go home to your new family, you're not gonna have to sleep in piles of garbage anymore. You're gonna have a beautiful cat bed. Okay, so I think this might shock you, but we've actually had a lot of recent interest in green cats. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, why didn't you just adopt out Pickles with her natural coat? And it's a good question. Unfortunately, the trends move fast. And in the last 12 minutes, people have decided they want green cats. Ooh, I like this kind of like green and pink combo. She's like a watermelon kitty, but that's not what the people want. They want a solid green cat, a brat cat. I actually saw a rumor online that Charlie XCX herself is planning on adopting Catrick Star. I think she was saying something about how it's like brat summer and then cat autumn. You know, the days get shorter, you don't go to the club, you stay home and you cuddle this little baby. But you have to stay in touch with your roots, so we have to choose some very cool glasses to go on this cat. Okay, what are we thinking? Yeah. Okay, who's gonna look cool like Charlie? Oh my gosh, she looks so cute. Look at you. Oh my gosh, Charlie's gonna love this. Better take a picture. We can put it up on the website, send it straight to her manager. Catrick Star, all cleaned up, super cool cat, ready for adoption. Better save this one a couple of times. She's gonna be famous. Okay, my little sweetie, are you ready to live a life of luxury? I think she's ready. Good luck out there, Catrick Star. I know you're gonna have a great life. Okay, so I had a call from our friends over at the Wildlife Rescue Clinic and they've got one more patient they'd like me to see before we close for the day. And how could I say no when I found out that it was a rare baby albino raccoon? So this little sweetie's name is Tofu, and it's a bit sad. We think that she might have been rejected by her mother because she's a bit unusual looking. Albino raccoons are actually extremely rare. The chances of one being born is like 1 in 750,000. And as you can see, Tofu is extremely cute and she's also very friendly. She's just had a little bit of a hard start to life. But don't worry, Tofu, you have come to the right place. We're gonna treat all of these various conditions. We're definitely gonna get all of this debris out of your fur. We're gonna make sure you're fed, make sure you're feeling nice and healthy, nice and strong, and then we're gonna release you back into the wild where you belong. Wow, that is a lot of debris that she had stuck in her fur. Poor little thing, maybe she's too young to know how to clean herself. There we go, she's already looking so much better. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I didn't feed her earlier. She must be so hungry. Raccoons are natural scavengers. They love eating all sorts of different foods, so it doesn't seem like she's a very picky eater. So because Tofu is a little bit special, there is a group of scientists who want to monitor her. This collar is going to allow the scientists to see her location. They can find her, check in on her, see how she's doing as she grows up. I'm going to take a little picture to remind me of you. Cute little Tofu. So sweetie. You like this? Okay, let's upload that to the website. Wow, we helped so many animals today, all in a day's work down here at Kunicorn Pet Rescue. Hello, I am an extremely busy doctor in an extremely busy hospital. For fruit. Nothing's more important than the needs of my patients. Now, if you think a hospital for fruit is a bit weird, well, buckle in because things are about to get a lot stranger. Now, my first patient, as you're no doubt aware, is an extremely dehydrated raspberry, so we're gonna need to hook them up with some fluids. Open wide. You're not opening. I thought this was an effective delivery of fluids, but now I feel like I'm just giving them a shower. The patient is deteriorating and also in love with me. You're a raspberry, not a raspberry. We're gonna have to try intravenous fluids. Okay, the good news is I think that the intravenous fluids are helping with the patient's dehydration. The bad news is this raspberry is more in love with me than ever. Now, I've learned that this patient went on a very long hike on a very hot day with not enough water, and that's how they ended up so dehydrated. So we've had a little chat. They now understand that it's really important to have enough fluids when you're exerting yourself on a hot day. You don't want to end up in hospital. Luckily, we've got excellent public health here in the land of humanoid fruit, so you are good to go. Next time you go hiking, don't forget your Nalgene. Okay, bye! Wow, another life saved. But it looks like our next patient is a bit more complicated. Community member and mother of 3, Mrs. Avocado, in need of an emergency cesarean? Don't worry, Mrs. Avocado. I'm gonna get that baby out. You're gonna be okay. If you're a bit squeamish, then look away, because this is an emergency operation. First, I just need to check on the baby, see how they're doing. Aw, what a cute little avocado pit. The baby doesn't appear to be in any visible distress, but I still think that we should try to get them out quickly. There, Mrs. Avocado. Sorry, I didn't mean to grab your hair. Concentrate, Holly. We have to do an operation. You're pumped full of anesthetic. You shouldn't feel a thing. Just relax. This will be over very soon. This is good. I've made the incision. Next, we just need to deliver the baby. Mrs. Avocado is understandably distressed. Just bear with me. The baby's almost out. It's a healthy little pit. Oh, she looks horrified. It's all going smoothly. Look at your sweet little pit. They're gonna grow into a big, strong avocado and what? Oh, of course, you want me to stop talking and concentrate on your stitches. Got it. Completely reasonable. I will have you stitched up in no time. I'm not even gonna bother waiting for the nurse to come in. I'm just gonna stitch you up myself. I'm just that kind of fruit doctor. What do you think? Pretty good job, right? Oh wow, now she's also in love with me. Better get her into recovery before she proposes goodbye. Busy day in emergency. Who's my next patient gonna be? Ooh, looks a bit interesting. It's Cody the crybaby carrot, and he's covered in flies for some reason. Gotcha. Ooh, it exploded in my hand. That's disgusting. Ugh. They're like popping like pimples. I guess that took care of the fly problem, but my dude, you've got worms. Now I have to ask, where did you get this worm? Have you been eating undercooked meat? I know this is uncomfortable, but they have to come out. Don't look at me like that, Cody. Now I'm gonna need to give you a wash. I realize this is slightly outside of my responsibilities as a doctor, but I just can't stand to watch you walking around covered in dirt like that. Oh, whoa, your tattoos come off. That's unexpected. I thought I was just gonna be washing off all this soil on your little carrot tummy. I hope that Cody's not going to be too upset that I accidentally washed off his crybaby tattoo. I actually really like that tattoo. You used to look like the toughest carrot in town. Now you're just the cleanest, but still, looking good. Now get out of here, you crazy carrot, before you fall in love with me. See ya later. Dang, am I the greatest doctor this town has ever seen? Give this video a thumbs up if you would entrust me with the care of your fruit. Next up, under the knife, we've got Angie Aubergine. Angie has many problems. I'm gonna start with skincare. Yeah, you wouldn't usually go to the hospital for pimples, unless of course you're trying to see Dr. Pimple Popper. Just gonna try to make sure that you don't have some sort of infection. I'm gonna check your temperature, if you don't mind. What's a normal temperature for an aubergine? I'm pretty sure with people it's like 36 degrees, somewhere around there, so I feel like we're in the ballpark. So that's great news. I don't think that your pimple was infected. I do unfortunately think you have worms. So we're gonna need to make a little incision here. Oh, yep, just as I suspected. You're riddled with worms. Now, there are people out there that would say if you have an aubergine that's full of worms, you should just throw it away. But I am not that kind of doctor. I do not give up on my patients that easily. Oh, she mad. She mad at those worms. I hear you, girl. You are having a challenging day. For starters, you're awake during surgery. That's awful. Secondly, you got a bad case of worm tummy. Oh, she loves that I'm pulling out the worms. I am so popular. Don't cry, Angie. I think we've got the last of the worms. She's amazed. She can't believe her eyes. She's enamored. I'm the most competent doctor the fruit hospital has ever seen. Okay, just gonna need to find my staple gun and then we can staple you up. I think this is it. So the recovery process should be pretty straightforward. You just have to make sure that you don't go swimming until all of the stitches have healed. Now I'm looking at your record here. Have you got another pimple? Ooh, maybe it's this. Ooh, So sorry about that. That wasn't very professional. Now for the pimples, I'm just going to recommend that you check out some K-Beauty products. Maybe you want to do a double cleansing, toner, serums, moisturizer. You'll want to exfoliate, but don't overdo it. Maybe once or twice a week. I am just going to give you a quick shave so I can make sure that we're not missing any pimples underneath whatever this is here. You're looking very shocked at me as I do this, and I'm not— oh, you're gone. Oh, okay. See ya. She didn't like my shaving. There's no time to shave eggplants. I've got another patient. Rushing to find a last-minute present? Try the new Kawaii Kunicorn coloring book. Now available on Amazon. Oh, no, oh no, what happened? Oh, I am so sorry. That truly never happens in our ER. I don't want you leaving with the wrong impression of how we run this hospital. We're actually very professional, which is why I'm now washing you down with a water pistol. Gotta say, I am pretty surprised that everybody's tattoos turn out to be removable. Now, I'm not 100% sure what kind of fruit or vegetable this patient is. Obviously, it's not going to affect the quality of care that I give them. But if you have any guesses about what kind of fruit or vegetable you think this patient is, let me know in the comment section, because honestly, I'm a little bit stumped. Anyway, his name's Maurice, and he needed a quick wash and then to have his wounds stapled. Need to make sure that Maurice is nice and clean before we staple up the wounds, because the last thing I want is for there to be some sort of infection and then it gets trapped inside when we staple it up. That would be awful. It's a good rule of thumb, anytime you've got some sort of wound, you want to keep it clean. These are just some of the basic principles that we let guide us here at Fruit Hospital. Okay, where's Old Faithful? My staple gun. There we go. Just gonna take a couple staples to stitch this together here. That looks pretty good. You're all good to go, my pal. And look, I always try to go above and beyond for my patients, which is why I'm offering you a free haircut. I never promised it would be a very good haircut, but at least it's gonna save you a trip to the barber's. And I didn't think I was doing the best job, but those heart eyes say different. So I'm just gonna keep going. It's actually easier to keep clean if you don't have any hair to wash at all, probably. Now, I do realize that this hook at the top here might look a little bit scary, but I want to assure everybody that this is not painful at all to our fruit patients. Their comfort is our absolute priority. Anyway, I'm just going to wash the little baldy head here. Oh, he likes that. Okay, looks stunning. My guy, you're good. Now get on out of here. Off you go home, and make sure that you don't do any heavy lifting for the next 2 to 3 months. Okay, bye! Okay, nurse, I'm ready for my next patient, and it appears to be Wally the teenage watermelon. Oof, Wally, it looks like you've been having a really hard time with that acne lately, and we're gonna get to that soon. But first of all, have you seen my amazing farting pigeon? Very tame, very loving, very full of gas. Now, I had thought that he might be able to fart away some of those flies, but apparently not. But that's fine, it was worth a try. I thought I might use nature's reverse vacuum cleaner, but I'm actually just gonna use an electronic vacuum cleaner. Doesn't work on pimples that I can tell. Oh, I'm upsetting Wally. Now I just need to check and, oh my gosh, Wally, you're expecting. Okay, plot twist, Wally is pregnant with what appears to be a balloon. I really should have read your medical records first. I'm so sorry, that shouldn't be a surprise to me. I am the doctor. We are gonna deliver that baby in no time. I'm just gonna give you an epidural here so that you won't experience any pain. I could take your picture, but it seems like a bit of a weird time. Okay, I got it, it's fine. We'll work on the acne while we're waiting. I'll just pop some of these nasty little pimples with my tweezers. I know, it's upsetting. I know you're not supposed to pop pimples at home, but again, I am a doctor. Okay, delivery time. We've got a cesarean happening. It's not a balloon at all. I think it's a baby watermelon. That actually makes heaps more sense. Wow, welcome to parenthood. Now look, it's gonna be challenging, there'll be lots of ups and downs, but everybody tells me that raising a baby watermelon is one of the most rewarding things they've ever done. Okay, Wally, I think that's all the care that you needed for today. Looks like you're good to go. Don't forget your baby. It would be good if you could hold the baby. Maybe hold with your hands. I could put the baby up here and, oh no, the baby! Wally, don't you dare leave here without your baby. Wally, why are you smiling like that? Where'd the baby go? Oh, that's not good. Nurse, I'm gonna need you to find a missing watermelon baby last seen on the floor. I've got another patient I need to look after and things are looking pretty dire. First things first, we're gonna have to get rid of all those fruit flies and then, oh no, more worms. Seeing lots of worms today. Need to figure out where all the worms are coming from. This is a wrench. Maybe like a workplace injury or something. And oh my gosh, what happened to this worm? The worm's glitching. I think I might have stretched that worm and shot it like a slingshot. Now, unfortunately, Gerald Grape here is also rather dehydrated, in desperate need of fluids. I've decided to go directly for the IV treatment because that seemed to work really well with the last patient. See, when you don't get enough fluids throughout the day, you start to shrivel up like a grape turning into a raisin. And you might be sat there thinking, well, raisins are delicious. What's so wrong with that? But you'd be wrong. You don't want to be a raisin. Okay, cool. You're good. You're all good to go. Off you go. Try not to get any more wrenches stuck in your head. I'm a medical maestro, a divine doctor. I've got a strawberry patient in need of some attention. Oh, they just need a wash and a fly removal. It doesn't really feel like something that you would go to the emergency room for, now does it? Now, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to say that you're wasting the hospital's time here, but I do feel like probably what you needed was a shower. Or maybe just like hop into a colander in the sink and just let the water run over you. I'm saying that I think that this could have been remedied at home. Obviously, nobody likes being a stinky strawberry covered in dirt and flies, but, you know, you gotta look after yourself, my dude. We all have to take a little bit of personal responsibility for things like our hygiene. Anyway, all good for this time. You're all good to go. Next time, it's not a medical emergency. You just take a bath. Hey, when did you arrive? The patient appears to be sleeping. I hope that's because they're under anesthetic and not because they've been waiting a really long time for me. I better get this wound stapled up ASAP. Oh, they are definitely awake now. Okay, you look a bit shocked. Sorry about that. Please don't complain to the medical board. Wow, this has been a very interesting and varied shift at the hospital. I think it's time for my last patient of the day, a banana. I love that this banana has a tattoo on their forehead that just says pain. So I'm just gonna do a quick x-ray, see what we're dealing with. Oh yeah, bud, you're full of worms. Riddled with parasites, we're gonna need to make an incision and remove those worms immediately. It's hard to know exactly what kind of damage the worms have already done, so we're just gonna do our best to prevent any sort of future complications by removing all the worms. I know, you look really horrified. I'd be horrified too if there were worms coming out of my belly. Just gotta trust the doctor though. This is much better than what would happen if we allowed the worms to remain. We'll just give you a quick temperature check. Make sure that we don't have an infection. Oh, okay, your temperature is actually quite high. I'm a bit worried about that. No need to panic. I'm just going to give you a quick injection here. This should help bring down your temperature. I'm just going to put this in your file, pass it on to the nurse on staff, and you might just need to stay a little bit longer for observation, make sure that there's nothing serious going on here, you know? Here at the Fruit Hospital, we are all about quality care. We err on the side of caution. We keep our patients' experience at the forefront of the experience. Okay, I think you're done. Try to get some rest, okay? What a shift. Welcome back to Kunicorn Pet Rescue. Today we are in the great outdoors. This morning my team received a call about a distressed fox that was trapped inside of a block of ice. So I rushed over here with my pet-safe flamethrower so that I could release her. I'm gonna call this cute little fox Izzy. We're gonna get her all cleaned up and make sure she's healthy before we let her back into the wild. I think that Izzy might have walked through a patch of cacti before she got stuck in that ice block. Foxes are known for being a bit cheeky, a little bit mischievous, so I can only assume that she was up to something. So my first priority here is making sure that Izzy is healthy before we send her back out into the wild, and I'm a bit concerned about the mosquitoes that are like buzzing around her head. Mosquitoes can be a vector of all sorts of dangerous diseases, so unfortunately they have to go. Mosquitoes aren't just annoying, sometimes they can carry malaria or dengue fever. We just have to err on the side of caution when it comes to Izzy's health. There you go, little bud, you feel better? I see a bit more debris in her fur here, so we need to make sure that we remove all of these cacti because that can't feel good. You are being so well behaved. Especially for a wild animal, I am actually so impressed. Generally, it's not a good idea to feed wild animals, but we don't know how long Izzy's been trapped inside of that ice block for. She might be really, really hungry. So I'm just gonna feed her a bit of fish, maybe some drumsticks, things that she might be able to eat in nature, you know? See the way she gobbled that up? I'm pretty sure that she hadn't eaten in a while. Now, I've been asked by the higher-ups to spray paint Izzy's coat, and I'm not totally sure it's a good idea. Ow! Oh no, my hand! She's taking my hand. Oh, look at my fingers! Ooh, that hurts. Oh no, she's really agitated now. And I've left her with a half-sprayed face. Gotta kind of keep my distance while I'm doing this job. So I've checked Izzy's records here. It turns out that somebody spray painted her blue as a bit of a prank. And then the other foxes were having a hard time recognizing her as a fox, and it was causing all sorts of problems. So we're just trying to restore her coat to its natural color. I feel like this is a little bit on the yellow side. I wanted something maybe a bit more orange, but it's pretty close. And I think as her fur grows out, it'll be like balayage. It's gonna look fashionable. It's gonna look natural. It's going to make a lot more sense than a blue fox wandering around the forest. I'm trying to be really thorough here. I don't want there to be any little blue patches that I missed. This is something that should be only attempted by experts because it is very dangerous. You try to do this to a fox, truly one of the fastest ways to lose a finger. Ow! It's happened again. My fangs. My poor fangs. Oh no, she's so angry. I have to win back her affection with pats. You're doing so good, my little bud. We are almost there. Before I release Izzy back into the forest, there is the small matter of sun safety. Now, I can't guarantee that Izzy's actually going to keep these sunglasses on, but I need to try to protect those cute little corneas. Also, these are extremely fashion, so I think you'll look good. These ones I don't need. Before we release her, I want something to remember Izzy by, so let's take a picture. Say fishy! So cute. Okay, have a look. Are you happy for me to upload this one to the website? I want people to be able to see all the excellent work we do here at Kunicorn Pet Rescue. Okay, my little pal, you are ready to go back into the wild. Want to practice your artistry in peace? Try a Kawaii Unicorn coloring book, now available on Amazon. It's time for our next patient. Hello, just pop them up on the table here. So I don't actually know who's in here. We got a report of an animal being trapped inside of a box. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you out of there. Oh my goodness, you poor little thing. Don't worry, we're gonna take really good care of you, okay? Wow, this is one of the most severe cases of neglect I've ever seen here at Kunicorn Pet Rescue. This poor little piglet is absolutely filthy. They're covered in flies. They've got signs of infection. We have a lot of work to do. I'm gonna call this little bud Snoodle. If you want to support us in getting Snoodle back to health, all you need to do is give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the morale of the team to know that there are people out there who are supporting our mission. So the next thing I want to do for Snoodle here is try to dislodge some of this debris. I was hoping that maybe the hairdryer could get rid of some of the leaves, but it doesn't really seem to be working very well. Let's see, there's got to be something else that we can use. Oh, a little hand vac. There we go, that seems to be working a lot better. Wow, now that some of the debris is gone, I can see that Snoodle has a couple of wounds that we're going to need to treat. Luckily, we are fully stocked with medical supplies. Oh, I think he feels better. He's smiling. I wonder where Snoodle came from. Is he a wild pig? Did he maybe escape from a farm? It's really hard to tell. If you have any theories, let me know in the comment section. Doesn't really matter. We're going to treat him the same either way. I've noticed that he's got something that looks like a bit of infection in his ears, so I'm going to use these Q-tips to try to clean that all out. Like if it's just a little bit of dirt, that could be fine, but this looks a lot like bacteria. And I'm worried about Snoodle getting some sort of ear infection. Now, Snoodle does not love having their ears clean, but unfortunately, it has to be done. Oh, maybe they do like it. They're smiling at me again. I think that they know that I'm trying to help them. You're doing so good, Snoodle. It's almost done. We've got a few more things that need to be taken care of here. We need to help Snoodle with their eye infection and also these nasty bites on their back. So I'm going to open up my medical kit and see what we've got. I have several different ointments that can work for different kinds of bug bites. I'm not 100% sure what kind of bug bit Snoodle. I don't know what caused these wounds. That one didn't really seem to work, so I'm just going to try some of the other ointments I have here. Maybe I need to rub it in. This doesn't seem to be the right one either. It doesn't look like it's healing the wounds, but that's okay. I've got one more ointment here that I can try. I'm going to put it directly on the wound. That worked. Okay, great. I'm pretty sure that this other wound was caused by the same bug, so I'm going to try the same ointment. That's incredible. Once you get the ointment on there, the healing process really speeds up. And of course, we got some eye drops here to treat their eye infection. That redness just completely disappeared. Good job, little buddy. Now I just need to take a quick picture of our sweet little Snoodle for the website. They look like a completely different pig. Look how cute you look. Healthy and cute. Now that's all that I can do. I'm going to leave it up to the rest of my team to figure out what's next for Snoodle. You got the all clear. A clean bill of health. That really is cause for celebration. I cannot wait to show you the next animal that we're going to be treating. Hello, just pop them up on the examination table. Now, if you have any guesses about what kind of animal is inside of this crate, you can leave your guesses in the comment section right now. The staff was a bit worried that this poor little baby could be a bit dangerous, which is why they're inside of this locked cage. Fortunately, I'm something of an expert, so I feel confident unlocking it. There she is, a very rare ruby red bear. I think I might call her Ruby. So little Ruby here is a baby bear cub. So there had been a bit of a problem recently with bears wandering into the residential neighborhood on the other side of this mountain. The bears were coming out of the woods. They were eating garbage. It wasn't good for anybody. So the council set up a couple of humane bear traps to trap the bears, take them back up to the mountain, and then poor little Ruby got trapped in one of them and got separated from her mom. Now, I don't want you to worry. We have located Ruby's mom. We are going to reunite them. But first I want to treat some of the wounds that I can see on Ruby here. She's got a few bites, she's a little bit sick. I don't want to be sending her back into the woods like that. I'm worried that she might have sustained some of these bites while she was in that trap. So it's really important that we get everything healed up. That is looking heaps better. Now, in the interest of science, I think it might be a good idea to be able to track Ruby's movements after she leaves our care. So what we've decided to do here is fit her with a tracking collar so that the scientists can keep an eye on her movements, see what she's up to. It's practical. It's fashion. I am something of a sun safety advocate here in the forest. Now, some people think I'm a bit wacky for putting sunglasses on all of the animals I treat, but the results speak for themselves. That's the cutest little bear I've ever seen. Ruby, I think you're gonna love this outfit. Quick picture so that you can see how cute you look. Look at that. What a look. She's sun safe. She's contributing to the scientific community. She is ready to be reunited with her mum. Wow, when the other cubs see this, they're all gonna want sunglasses. Best of luck, Ruby. The next animal that we have to treat at Kunicorn Pet Rescue is extremely unusual. I'm really excited to show you because this is the first time I've ever treated a reindeer. This little guy's name is Jack. I'm going to give him a little pet here to make him feel comfortable. Now, I haven't treated a reindeer before, but I have treated some other animals in a similar family. I've treated deer, I've treated caribou. So I'm hoping that some of that previous experience is going to help me out here today. Maybe I can carry over that knowledge, apply it to a reindeer. So poor little Jack here was involved in a bit of an accident where he injured one of his antlers. We all know that you need good food to heal, so I'm going to see if I can find something for Jack. Oh, I don't think that's going to do it. Reindeers don't eat meat. He's not a carnivore. He's not an omnivore. Reindeer are herbivores, which means they only want to eat plants and vegetation. Jack absolutely gobbled up the veggies that I offered him, which I think means he was really hungry. Hopefully he feels better now. He's got everything he needs to heal. I'm glad he's got a nice full stomach because we are going to be attempting something a bit challenging. I am attempting antler reconstruction. Using the magic of 3D printers, we have created an artificial antler for Jack, and I'm hoping it's going to be just as good as the one he lost. It's a bit of a puzzle trying to figure out how to put it together. It's not exactly like Lego, you know, antlers don't come with instructions. I'm just trying to vibe it out. Do I need to assemble it first, or do I do it on his head? I think I might have cracked the code here. Beautiful. Stunning. We just have 2 more pieces left to assemble. It is really hard to figure out which direction everything goes in, but like, look how realistic this is looking. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I think that this artificial antler looks virtually indistinguishable from the real one. Look at this. Am I a prodigy of veterinary medicine? I think this might be some of my finest work. Anyway, enough toot-tootin'. My last order of business is to turn Jack gold. Going to try to learn from my mistakes and cover his poor little eyes. Oh, that didn't quite work. Oh, he looks a bit angry. Oh no! Terrible day for workplace injuries. Look at my poor little crooked finger. Better just give him a reassuring pat before I attempt the rest of the metallicizing. Now, you might think that I was kind of asking for trouble by spray painting a wild animal, and frankly, you'd be correct. Another savage injury. I kind of feel like I should have learned my lesson by now. Wow, I'm not going to have a single finger left. Now, usually I would give up on the spray painting at this point, having sustained multiple injuries. Frequent, serious injuries. I'm so sorry, little bud. I know this is uncomfortable. But this little reindeer here is actually in training to one day be a part of Santa's elite flying reindeer squad. And the lead trainer at the training facility was like, look, all of the reindeer are brown, you know? You can't just set yourself apart anymore by having a red nose. You gotta stand out by doing something a bit different. So that's why they asked me to paint Jack a metallic gold. We're also affixing this very stylish collar. That'll help us keep track of Jack, just in case he ever flies off route. Jack could end up being a famous reindeer, so I need a picture. I need a souvenir. Great smile, bud. Look how good you look. So healthy, so shiny. Oh, so happy. That is going to look fantastic on the website. You're all good to go, my bud. Best of luck at flying school. You're going to do great. Welcome back to Kunicorn Animal Rescue. Today we're out in the country to help some farm animals in need. Our first patient is inside this box. Let's get them out and see what we're dealing with. Just as I suspected, we're dealing with a sweetie little stinker. Don't you worry, we're going to get you all cleaned up and back on that mountain in no time. Hopefully with less flies. In fact, I think the first thing that we need to do is get rid of all of these flies. It's just not good for the old self-esteem to have flies swarming around your head like Pigpen. I don't like it when it happens to me. It makes me feel stinky. And yes, there might be a better way of getting rid of the flies than popping them with my bare hands. but you gotta admit it's satisfying. This beautiful baby goat did come with a name, so I'm gonna name her Kara after one of my top commenters this month. Kara, I hope you're watching, and I hope you don't mind me vacuuming your head. I'm not sure if vacuums are the best option for goat care. If anybody is like a goat expert and has any tips for me, please let me know in the comment section. Kara's been roaming the mountains. She's collected a lot of debris in her fur. Oh my gosh, there's even strawberries. Strawberries, flowers, twigs, basically half the forest. She's already looking so clean and cute. Let's see what else we need to do to look after Kara today. Apparently we'll be spray painting her silver like a trophy. But before we do that, I believe the Kara needs a snack. Goats like apples, right? At least this goat seems to like apples. You still hungry, girl? Maybe some vegetables too as part of a balanced diet? Oh, she loved goat lunch. Checking the to-do list here. I guess it's trophy time. You want to be a trophy? I'm gonna make you look so cute and metallic. So the important thing to remember here is you should probably close your eyes. Girl, what did I just say? Ouch, Kara, no! Please don't eat my hand. Okay, I think she ate the entire glove. Oh, she's still going. I'm gonna need to take myself to the vet with these fingers. Kara, no! Please, I'm just trying to make you look shiny. What about a scratch? Can I win you back over with a scratch? I believe we've reached a truce. I'm just gonna spin you around. Maybe do the backside first. This is probably a good strategy because it's more difficult to bite me. Yeah, I'll just metallicify all the non-bitey sections before I reach the bite zone. Just warn everybody, we're now nearing the bite zone. I wish I had goat-sized swimming goggles that she could wear so that it doesn't go in her eyes. You know what? I might try this. I think I might be blocking the spray successfully with my magic hand. Oh, spoke too soon. You know what? It's the final push. I'm going for it. This is gonna look so good. Just relax for a second. Okay. You know what? I probably deserve that. You go ahead and get out those frustrations. This hand has caused you nothing but trouble. But also maybe a scratch of reconciliation? I could make it up to you by choosing some really cool sunglasses. You could rock any of these, but I think these ones will make you look so cool. If you think Kara looks great, give this video a thumbs up. I think she needs a new profile pic, not that, obviously. I mean, a proper photo, we want to be able to see the full effect of the fit. Girl, you look so shiny. That one's going on the fridge. Okay, you're finished. It's time to go. Time to climb mountains and eat flowers and use back scratchers. The glow up is real. Hey, cowboy, feel free to pop the next patient up on the counter for me. Now, this is interesting. I've never seen a double lock situation like this before. I wonder if this means this is a dangerous animal. To me, it just looks like a baby cow, but I could be wrong. They could be vicious. I'm going to exercise caution and use both of the keys simultaneously. Wait a second, look at that tail. I don't think this is a cow. Aw, whatever they are, they're cute and covered in cacti. Oh my gosh, these look painful. Obviously, I'm going to treat this animal to the best of my ability, but I am honestly confused about what they are. If there are any unicorns watching who live on farms, please let me know in the comment section. Tell me what you think. What are we dealing with here? I think I just heard like a neigh. They could be a horse or a donkey or a mule. I'm not 100% sure. The sounds are not conclusive. I'm opening it up to the floor. Tell me what kind of animal you think I'm cleaning the ears of. Cleaning a bit too aggressively, apparently, because I just broke an entire Q-tip. Let's try that again. I'm going to be really, really gentle this time. I'm just trying to get all of this nasty bacteria out of the ears. Oh, that one's full. How long do we think it's been since their ears were last cleaned? I guess farm animals aren't exactly having daily showers, so it makes sense that there could be a bit of a buildup. Beautiful. Let's never let it get to that stage again. Next up on hygiene and grooming, we need to clean the teeth. Doesn't matter what kind of animal you are, nobody likes dental decay. Also, nobody really likes the dentist. And to this creature, I'm kind of like the only dentist they've ever known. Oh my gosh, look at the fumes. It's like Aurora Borealis in their mouth. Where can you see the northern lights, people ask? Well, you're never going to believe this. I don't know what to believe because those noises were definitely giving donkey. Next, we must groom. Might check out the equipment, see what we have to work with. A wide-toothed comb. That seems like a great idea. We all saw the situation with the teeth. Like, absolutely, this guy's gotta have some, like, pretty serious knots going on in the fur. If we use a fine-tooth comb, we're just gonna be, like, ripping them out. I'm probably gonna get bitten again. At this point, I don't think I have a single unscathed finger. So we're erring on the side of caution. We're doing a gentle groom. Okay, beautiful. What about a little blowout? Well, close your eyes and... Okay. Everyone going for the fings today. Just want to chew on my fings. Gonna try to win over the client again before we continue. I promise this next part won't hurt at all. Except, of course, for the psychic pain of trying to choose new glasses. What about something that goes with your fur? You know, something that brings out your beautiful green eyes. What about this? You like it? Obviously, the best way to tell if you like your new glasses is to take a little picky, send this to your friends, see what they think. I like it. I think it's a keeper. Of course, we have time for another patient. Please just pop them up here. Interesting design for a lock. Is it like childproof? Hey, bud, are you okay? This poor little piggy looks half asleep. I can't tell if they've got like a bad case of pink eye, or maybe they were woken up at like 4 in the morning to come to my pet hospital, or possibly a secret third thing. I'm gonna look after those eyes, but first I need to take care of the flies. And I want to name this beautiful piggy after another one of my top commenters. So everyone, please meet Cam the Red Ranger. I want to take extra good care of Cam, and I am sick and tired of these flies bothering him. Get out of here, scram. Leave him alone. Why is there always one stubborn fly? What a thwack, I feel like I hit a home run. Okay, Slay, time to put my vet hat on. Those insect bites definitely look like they need some attention. Gonna try out a bit of ointment, because I think that they might have become infected. This fly ointment might be the right one. Oh, smiling at me. Looking encouragingly, that is such Cam behavior. It's important to apply the ointment liberally, because these bites, if left untreated, can become much more of a problem in the future. But I think we've taken care of all of them now, so let's see what else we got on the to-do list. Oh yeah, we definitely need to do something about this pink eye situation. Pink eye is highly contagious, and I definitely don't want to catch it. And what a quick fix, you were already looking so much better. And Cam was so brave, letting me put the eye drops in their eyes. Sometimes that can be scary, so I think they deserve a little treat. I'm pretty sure pigs are omnivores. Oh, yep. So I think they will eat basically whatever I put in front of them. He's like a little garbage dispenser. He just loves it all. Oh, happy eyes. Next up, obviously gonna need some accessories. I know it says collar, but I like to think of it more as a pet necklace. Like, let's be real, it's mostly for aesthetics. I'm not exactly gonna be putting a pig on a leash and like walking them around the farm. This looks cool and tough. What do you think, Cam? Hopefully he'll let me know in the comment section. I'm going to take a picture so that we can remember this wonderful moment. Extremely photogenic. I love it. I'm keeping that one. Post it on the grid. I'll take a mystery box. Sure, what the heck? Sometimes you just want the thrill of bashing a crate with a hammer and wondering what kind of animal might be inside. Ooh, I think it's a green one. Who we got here? It appears to be a big-horned brat sheep. I'm pretty sure this is a bighorn sheep, but there's always the chance that it could be a different kind of goat. Where are my farmer Kunicorns to help me? Wow, another sighting of the northern lights. I didn't think that it could happen twice so close to each other. Incredible stuff. One thing that I've learned from my time on the farm today is that lots of farm animals are not flossing. I wonder if we need to do some sort of informational campaign, maybe hand out some free mini toothbrushes and toothpastes. We also need to figure out where all these cacti are coming from, because they're clearly causing a problem with the animals. It could potentially be really dangerous. Like, look at the size of these cacti. Is that feeling better, my little bud? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. That was definitely supposed to be a pet. It was supposed to be a pet. Like this. I would never do that to you. By the way, I am naming this sweet little sheepy Luna in honor of another one of my top commenters this month. And Luna was so patient. She gets an apple and a banana. Unclear if sheep like fish. No, she doesn't like it. She's a herbivore. Same girl. I can respect that. I want to give you a carrot, but I can't stop picking up fish. Here we go. I'm sorry if it tastes a little bit like fish. Checking out the to-do list here, I think it makes the most sense to finish the grooming process before I move on to the color of the fur. We move on to dye jobs. We'll just do a little bit of a comb, get all of the knots out, and then once the hair is looking spick and span, we're going to be ready to color it. I just had no idea that you could end up with so many knots as a sheep. I want to get Luna one of those like glamorous silk bonnets, and then she can just put her entire body inside of it and sleep in it like a sleeping bag. That comb can go in the trash. Okay, hair dye. What do we got? Purple. Apparently Luna wants to be purple. How does anyone do this without getting bit? Oh no, it's happened again. She's mad. She's so mad at me. Oh no, I can't even get close to her. Oh my gosh, my fingers. They're throbbing. This is a disaster. Oh, she's trying so hard to fight me. Okay, I'm going to try to cover your eyes. We're going to go really, really fast. Really fast. Couple of scratches. You don't hate me. You love me. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Whoa, it is really, really hard to do this. I'm like kind of wondering if I should be putting the sunglasses on them first. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Luna. If I put the sunglasses on first, I feel like maybe it won't go in their eyes, but they'll be like an incomplete dye job. I might have fingers, though, at the end of the day, and that would be kind of good for me. Maybe I need to, like, scratch with one hand, spray with the other. Can I have my hand back, please? This is a disaster. My fingers look crooked. Let's be calm, Luna. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, that's right. I just need to spray your little tootsies. The hard part is over, okay? Just gotta make sure we got your tail. Oh my gosh, how did I manage to get it in her eyes again? I am really not very good at this part. Room for improvement for me, basically. Like, obviously I love the animals and I want to give them the best experience I possibly can here at Kunicorn Pet Rescue. But it turns out it's really hard to spray paint farm animals. The musical cue says I'm done, but I'm a perfectionist, so I'm just gonna get those last couple of spots. Nice. Okay, slay. What else is left to do? Oh, just a photo. A before and after document the progress. Okay, Luna, say big sheep. I think that was a good one. Have a look. What do you think, girl? I like it. A new twist on a mystery box? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. All we can see is the eyes. What kind of animal do we think this is? Now accepting your guesses. Aw, I think it might be a bull. Maybe like a baby bull. If you are tearing out your hair right now because you're like, Holly, that's obviously a bull, or, oh my gosh, Holly, that is obviously not a bull, just let me know in the comments section. I'm open to opinions, but also I need to spray these wasps. I feel bad that they're like coughing and choking and falling, but also they need to stay away from my baby bull. He's too sweet and innocent for this. This might sound like a random name, but I promise this is also one of my top commenters. I'm gonna call this guy Mad Dog. Poor old Mad Dog, just covered in cacti. Although he does love to eat the cacti, which is shocking to me. But who am I to deny Mad Dog a convenient munch? This kind of feels like when monkeys groom each other and they like eat the nits. Bit gross. Anyway, we got some boils. Or maybe like an insect bite. Hard to tell exactly. We got some big infected something or others that need medical attention. Fortunately, the tubes are color-coded, which is good when you've got multiple different types of infections happening on the same patient. I wonder if I need to talk to the farmer about the welfare of the animals. I'm noticing like a lot of skin infections, and I'm worried that there might be some sort of overcrowding situation going on. Anyway, back to the important stuff. Gotta choose some sunglasses for this cow and then make them gold. Mad Dog, you ever tried these sunglasses before? Because I swear you'd look like super cool. Okay, slay. Now let's see what happens if I get my gold metallic spray paint. I'm gonna start down at the bottom anyway, do the hooves, but do we think that the eyes are protected? Oh my gosh, I think I've cracked it. That's so embarrassing. It was that easy this whole time. Doesn't even really make sense because those sunglasses definitely have slats in them. But how good does the gold paint look? Oh my gosh, you're a vision. Like a golden god, the golden calf, with golden hooves. Actually, such a look. I wish that I could be this golden metallic. I think that's it. I think you look fab. Let's fire up the old Polaroid, see what you think. That's the shot, for real. I want to hang that one in my office. What a good day at the farm. Kunicorn Pet Rescue is branching out yet again. That's right, my vet tech is a fairy and we are rescuing fantastical creatures. I wonder what kind of mythic beast is inside this puzzle. Oh, the horn on the head is giving unicorn, but also I'm not like 100% sure. Anyway, this little fella's name is Sparklebutt. Now, Sparklebutt has arrived at Kunicorn Pet Rescue as a result of a rather tragic backstory. See, Sparklebutt used to live in the castle behind me with a powerful witch. Didn't you, little sweetie? So anyway, Sparklebutt is living with their owner, a powerful witch, and then eventually she gets defeated by her stepdaughter in many such cases. And then nobody knew that Sparklebutt was still up in the tower. And then they were like up there for a while, which is how they ended up so neglected and covered in boils and lollipops. Poor little Sparklebutt was probably just trying to eat these lollipops to survive. And then they got stuck in their fur. Well, you can relax now, Sparklebutt. The Kunicorn Pet Rescue team is here to take care of all of your oozy-goozy boils. Now, if you're watching this video and you feel moved to help, if you want to volunteer, but you really don't want to touch the boils, there's actually another really important job that I need help with. I'm trying to get this video to 10,000 likes so I can help raise money for the Kunicorn Fantastical Pet Rescue, a totally real organization that definitely exists. So if you haven't already liked this video, hit the thumbs up. Let's see if we can get this video to 10,000 likes. Okay, now which color of blue am I supposed to spray my little friend here? I have learned from my mistakes. I am feeling very smug that I actually remembered to put Sparklebutt's glasses on before I started the spray painting process. For two reasons. Number one, little heart-shaped glasses, super cute. I actually have a matching pair. Number two, it protects Sparklebutt's eyes, which is good because getting spray paint in your eyes really hurts. And also getting bit by an animal because you accidentally sprayed spray paint in their eyes also really hurts. So basically we're like nailing this operation. Oh my gosh, the glasses look so cute. I mean, you look cute both ways, obviously. You look cute with them on, you look cute with them off. You're just a good little, oh my gosh. Wow, how many aura points did I just lose for accidentally slapping a unicorn? I've tried to make amends by patting them on the head, which was definitely my intention to start with. And I saw like a couple of love hearts, so I feel like that's a good sign. Okay, let's choose a beautiful color. That's cute. And now we're ready to do the adoption photos. Say lolly. Wow, that's a handsome and healthy sparkle butt. I reckon you're definitely going to get adopted and not by someone evil this time. So happy. So happy their future owner isn't evil. Fairy vet tech coming through. Yes, bring the next animal up here. Anyone else think it's pretty impressive that my vet tech can just like disappear into thin air? Sometimes I do wish they'd stick around and help, but oh my gosh, what have we got here? Hello! Oh, they love me already. Who is this? Whoever they are, they're covered in cactuses. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I think this might be a baby saber-toothed tiger. I thought they were extinct. This might be the last living saber-toothed tiger in the world. I'm gonna call them Mochi. So you're probably wondering where we found this possibly extinct creature, and it's a very good question. I need to get Mochi some food because we actually found them frozen inside of a glacier. The glacier was like thousands of years old, and Mochi was just like frozen inside of it. Unfortunately, due to climate change, we're seeing a lot of glaciers disappearing, and this one just completely melted, and then it was like, whoa, there's Mochi. Looking a bit angry about the possibility of a toothbrush. Look, I'm just gonna keep patting you until you look less angry. Still looking pretty angry. A couple more pets and then I'm coming in hot with the Oral-B. Wow, Mochi really hates the toothbrush. What do I do? Ow, why did you? I'm just trying to help you. Oh my gosh, look at my fingers. That is not good. Mochi's just so angry. I don't understand. How am I supposed to? Oh my gosh, they got me again. Dang, does anyone else's pet act like this when they try to brush their teeth? If anyone has any tips for me, I would really appreciate it if you could leave them in the comment section. It's an Ice Age miracle. I really don't know what changed Mochi's mind about the electric toothbrush, but suddenly they are very happy to comply, which is really lucky for me because that breath was rancid. Good job, my pal. I'm proud of you. Okay, we just got a couple more things to do here. I am going to give you a bit of a groom. No need to take it personally. Nobody comes out of an ancient glacier looking their best. Frankly, if you didn't look a bit disheveled after emerging from like a melting ice cap, I'd be a little bit suspicious. Like, I've never even been trapped inside of a glacier, and still when I wake up in the morning, my hair is everywhere. I look kind of like a Fraggle or a troll. Anyway, finished grooming the saber-toothed kitten, and they are looking so cute. There's just one more really important step to the process before Mochi is ready for adoption, and that is the colorizing process. So obviously we're going to need some protective glasses. You might be thinking it's like a little bit weird to spray paint all of the animals that we have up for adoption, and I don't disagree exactly. But also, for all you know, some of these animals could be in like the witness protection program, and I'm not saying they are, but if they were, then I wouldn't exactly be able to tell you which ones, so probably just best to let me finish spray painting the tiger. Also, if anybody at home was thinking about adopting a magical creature, well then consider adopting from Kunicorn Pet Rescue. We take excellent care of all of our mythical beasts. Look how cute Mochi looks now that they're all groomed up. We just need a super cute picture to put on the adoption website. Okay, say Ice Age. Think we got the shot. Yep, throw that one up on the website. Mochi will be adopted in no time. Yep, thanks, Susan. If you could just fly over this way, pop her up on the table. Wow, and she's literally gone already. It's like pretty cool having coworkers who are fairies, but sometimes I wish she would stick around to help. Anyway, who we got in here? Wow, okay, I think this is an all-time first at Kunicorn Pet Rescue. We are looking at a baby dinosaur who is completely covered in cacti and apparently likes to eat them. That's kind of unexpected. I wouldn't exactly call myself a dinosaur expert, but I definitely wanted to be a paleontologist when I was like 5 years old, so I feel pretty confident in saying we are looking at a baby triceratops. Let me know in the comment section if you agree. They've got 2 horns on their forehead and a little nose horn. And they've also got the like classic like hard veil. Now this particular baby triceratops has really, really nasty breath, which isn't her fault. And I don't want to be rude because they definitely didn't have toothpaste in the Cretaceous period. And we fixed it already. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I think I'm going to have to name her Sarah after the triceratops in one of my favorite dinosaur movies. If you know the name of the movie, go write it in the comment section. I'm going to go like every single comment from everyone who gets it right. The floral collar looks super cute, but now I get to pick some sunglasses for Sarah, and I got to go for the heart-shaped glasses, just like mine. Wow, Sarah is looking so sweeties, and I think she's like already ready for adoption. So let's get the picture for the website. Beautiful, stunning little baby triceratops. I think you are going to go to a good home. Susan, so nice to see you. Hi, how's it going? If you could try to not disappear immediately. Okay. Oh, wow, look at this poor little guy. This looks like one of the sickest creatures we've had on Kunicorn Pet Rescue. Let's take off this cone so we can get a clear idea what we're looking at here. Oh my gosh, they're like riddled with disease. Disease and confetti. Feels like a little bit rude to go straight for the handheld vacuum, but I feel like we need to get all of this debris out of this poor creature's fur first. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to treat. Oh my gosh, look at all the wounds. This is horrible. So everybody, this is Moon Blossom. She's actually arrived at Kunicorn Pet Rescue under some rather difficult circumstances. See, Moon Blossom, as you can see, is a real live baby unicorn, but like some people don't believe those even exist. So Moon Blossom went to like a kid's birthday party and people thought that she was like a piñata and not a real baby unicorn with feelings and thoughts and aspirations. Anyway, it was a combination of neglect and also thinking that she was a piñata that resulted in these really diseased ears and also the wounds on her back, poor little thing. Finally cleaned all of the bacteria out of her ears. You're going to be feeling better real soon, I promise. Okay, what next? We're going to have to do something about those incredibly inflamed eyes. That's a good little baby. Just keep looking up. Wow, you did it, Moon Blossom. I guess the last medical thing we need to do is tape up those wounds on her back. Oh my gosh, those look so sore, you poor little thing. It's really, really important to make sure that your piñata isn't a real unicorn before you start trying to get the candy out of it. I am like so sure that Moon Blossom's next family is not going to make that mistake again. If you want to apply to adopt any of the animals that you've seen in this video, the best place to do it is in the comment section. Just tell me which animal you're interested in adopting, what their name is, tell me a little bit about your family and how you'll look after them. Unicorns are actually surprisingly low maintenance pets. Being magical, they take care of a lot of their own basic needs. The main thing I need to know is that you're willing to give them a loving home. So if you're an animal lover, you've got room in your heart for a little Moon Blossom or a Sparkle Bud or maybe Sarah the Triceratops. Don't forget about Mochi. Obviously, having a rare, possibly extinct animal would be pretty cool. All right, Moon Blossom is looking really, really cute. Just gonna pop some meme glasses on her for a moment so that we can do the colorizing process. So Moon Blossom actually let me know that she doesn't want her previous family to be able to identify her, and a nice thick layer of cobalt blue spray paint is probably the best way to achieve that. Don't get me wrong, I really liked the blue as well, but I'm just trying to keep everybody happy. Also, we have a team of researchers here at Kunicorn Pet Rescue. They think that Moon Blossom's best chance of getting adopted is if she's totally blue. Okay, all done. You are looking so cute. Glad that we got that done without spraying it in your eyes. Oh my gosh, look, her eyes are like rainbow. I didn't even notice that when they were all bloodshot. Oh my gosh, she looks so cute. Throw her up on the website. I wonder who's going to get adopted first. Hey, Susan. How you going, bestie? Oh no, we got another animal who's been trapped in an ice block. Don't worry, I've got a flamethrower exactly for this occasion. I can't believe my eyes. We've got another saber-toothed tiger kitten? This is incredible. This might mean that we have a breeding pair and we could actually repopulate the world with saber-toothed tigers. I was trying to hit the fly. I swear I was trying to hit the fly. I'm gonna have to rebuild my trust with this poor little kitten. Anyway, so this is the Bone Crusher. Their name is the Bone Crusher. That might seem like a pretty intense name for a kitten, but in truth, they are something of a fearsome beast, albeit with a heart of gold. I'm gonna use the hand vac to hoover up some of this debris that is stuck to the Bone Crusher's fur. These plants are actually ancient. They might be also tens of thousands of years old, and we're not sure what kind of effect they could have on the natural environment. So it's best to err on the side of caution. Okay, Bone Crusher looking very handsome. That's a handsome Bone Crusher. We have a number of things to do here, but I feel like one of the most important things is making sure that the Bone Crusher is well fed with bones. Aw, did you see the way he crushed those bones? Really living up to his name. Wow, and he can eat entire fish without them having to be deboned? Good, Bone Crusher. That's actually one of the big advantages if you decide to adopt the Bone Crusher. You can basically feed him whatever meat you want, and the preparation time is pretty minimal. Also, he has sassy glasses. Love that for him. Okay, last step is the colorizing. So I've decided to go with a classic look for the Bone Crusher. I want to kind of restore his fur to what it probably would have looked like when he was originally frozen in the glacier, 10,000 years ago. I feel like we should be trying to adopt out the Bone Crusher and Mochi as a pair. It's yes, I know it'd be a lot of work to look after two saber-toothed tigers, but also Think about the saber-toothed tiger kittens that could lie in your future. You could be the one to pull this species back from the brink of extinction. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for the right person. You are looking so cute. So let's get a picture. I'm going to put the Bone Crusher and Mochi up on the website together. Let me know in the comment section if you want to adopt them together. What on earth is making that sound? Okay, weirdly human grunt. I'm a little bit worried about what we're going to find in here. Ouch, that's really hot. Wow, this might be Kunicorn Pet Rescue's first baby dragon. I'm going to have to be really careful. So this little guy's name is Sizzlepop. As you can see, he's a baby dragon. We have to exercise a lot of caution while we're working with him today. Even though he is cute, he does bite, and he also can blow fire out of his mouth. Judging by all this confetti, it looks like Sizzlepop might have also been at some sort of like children's birthday party before he ended up in our care. That's a bit of a mystery to me. I'm not quite sure how that happened. I do also notice that he's got a number of sores on his back, so I feel like those are really important to take care of. Just turn around for me, bud. You got a couple of different kinds here. Luckily, everything's been color-coded to make it easy for me, which is good because the medical stuff is not really my strong suit. I really like choosing the collars and sunglasses, but obviously I'm going to treat the boils if I have to. Can't just be trying to send Sizzlepop out for adoption and he's like covered in weeping wounds. Okay, I think that went actually really well. Thanks, but I appreciate you not roasting me like a marshmallow. Okay, Slay, it's dinner time. What do dragons eat? We don't have many choices. You like fish? Loves it. What about apples? Oh, no, hates it. Okay, so a carnivore, I guess. If I had to guess, I would have said that a dragon would have been an omnivore because I kind of associate them with like lizards, and I feel like lizards often have like a varied diet. Anyway, now it's time for accessories, one of my favorite parts. I'm going to give you the spike collar because it makes you look super tough. I want to see a fearsome, toothy smile. That looks perfect, Sizzlepop. If you want to adopt him, just write a dragon emoji. Okay, Susan, I think this is going to be the last mythical creature we have time to rescue today. Another ice block from the far, far away past. Oh my gosh, another baby Triceratops. This is such good news. Sarah is going to be so happy. I wonder if we should adopt them out together. Okay, so this baby Triceratops, his name is Snubbins. Poor little Snubbins is in pretty rough shape because he has been stuck inside of that ice block since the Cretaceous period, which, as we all know, was about 65 million years ago. Ish, give or take a few million years. Also, Snubbins has like ancient lice. These lice are not normal. That's why I have to shave off like a lot of the hair. Get rid of the infestation. You've done really, really well, buddy. Gorge. Now we've taken care of Snubbins' medical needs. We are going to move on to the accessorizing process. Oh my gosh, you look so cool. We've been instructed that Snubbins would like to start his new life with a bright purple coat, and I really support that. If you're looking at Snubbins and you're thinking he looks so cute, and like just imagine if he was curled up at the end of your bed just sleeping like a perfect angel, now is the time to act. Let me know in the comment section if you're interested in just adopting Snubbins or if you'd like to adopt Snubbins and Sarah together. Obviously, I'm not just going to like say online that you should adopt both of them and then start a probably illegal dinosaur farm. Like if you adopted them together and they had some adorable babies and then it started to take on like a farm-like atmosphere, then like that's just nature running its course probably. I'm not suggesting it exactly. Okay, you look so cute. I'm not suggesting it, but I'm not suggesting it. He's so happy. He looks so good. Okay, you just need a collar to complete this look. And I think that this gold chain goes with like the gold glasses. And it also like matches the horns. Oh, sorry, that was no good. Here is a better pick. Yeah, that's the one. We have rescued so many animals today. I can't wait to see who gets adopted. And I want to know who your favorite is. Good, Snubbins.